Hi folks, GW Prepper here again. I'm going to do a review on the Grylls Ultimate Survival Knife. This knife right here, as you can tell, has been put through the mill. It is still very, very sharp. I sharpen it with a leather strap to keep it sharp. The top has been hammered significantly. I used a east wing or whatever, this end right here, so that I could split wood with it. I needed to do it quickly during a real SHTF situation. This knife handled a massive amount of abuse. I was able to chop through all the wood that I needed to split it up to put in my camp stove that I have on my playlist on my page here, and just have basically some scratches on the top. You can see that it's a little bit worn, but I assure you this knife is still razor sharp. There's no damage to the edge whatsoever, and I was able to actually carve some meat with no problem after chopping wood with this knife. I was afraid that the serrations would get messed up with me using it to baton with. However, there is absolutely nothing wrong with serrations. They didn't take any damage at all. This knife, and I used the pommel a lot too when I was out there working out in the ice and snow. It worked beautifully. It has a great case. The only thing I don't like about the case is the size of the belt loop. I mean, you've got to have a small belt to put through this loop right there. I do have it's a 511 tactical belt that I wear. That was my underbelt when I was wearing a duty belt, that fits through it just fine, but in most cases you wouldn't be able to use a bigger type belt. It'd have to be a smaller belt or find some other way to attach it. I really like the way the knife goes into the sheath. I've got it pulled apart right here. It also has a sharpening stone on the back. Now, I would not suggest using this sharpening stone unless you absolutely have nothing else to use, because it is a real rough grind and it will mess your blade up in no time. Just eat it up while you're trying to sharpen it. But when you put it back together, I'm sorry I'm doing this with one hand on my phone camera here. The knife slides in. Well, the knife slides into this little spot right here, and this plastic bevel catches it, and it's not coming out. Works beautifully. And I like the strap at the top of it, and nothing swings other than, you know, when you have it on your belt. It don't have a lower lanyard, which is not necessary on this size knife. But I will say that I would give this knife 5 stars, no problem, because I've put it to the test and used it in a real situation to where there was no power, the grocery stores were empty, and fortunately I was able to live off my preps for that 7 days and didn't have to worry about anything. So, great job, Gerber, on the Grylls Ultimate Survival Knife. Thumbs up, GW Prepper. Thanks, guys.